Hi Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to your June 2024 tarot reading for love and career and finance. Before we get started, I just wanted to invite you to take one single deep breath with me with the intention of cutting the cords, everything that's attaching to you right now, all of the obligations, all of the energy coming in. The anger out there is palpable, you guys. You can feel it in the grocery stores. You can feel it on the internet and in the news. The world's going through some crazy stuff, but today, in this moment right now, let's just take a break. Let's just cut those cords. We can pick it all up afterwards. And breath is prayer, so we forget that. We can always return to it. So hand on heart, we're just going to take a deep breath and imagine little scissor hands, just cutting all those cords. I feel better. Do you? All right, starting with Oracle, we're just going to get a general card to kind of give us a little insight on your reading. This one. If you guys would like for me to pray for you, to send you my good juju, and I encourage everybody else to do this as well for each other. But say hi in the comments section below. Just even an emoji, it just gives me something I can focus on that represents you. And let's get into it. Nature. I'm going to read a tiny bit about this. Nature. All right, the presence of this card, nature, invites you to realign your energies through deepening your affinity with nature. Perhaps you've been overwhelmed by the pressures of daily life or recovering from a big ordeal. You may feel lost in details or trapped in a relentless cycle of habitual thoughts or patterns of relating that no longer serve you well. At any level, evaluate your integration with nature and allow your intuition to reveal how you would most benefit from her healing elixir. Right on. We're going to get a card out that represents your money and finances, and then I want to get a card out that represents your love life, okay? We're just going to get a broad overview to give you a sneak peek, and then we'll dive into each, okay? If you'd like to support this channel at all, you just give this like button below a tap. It's free. It means so much. Thank you so much. All right. One card for money and finances. For my Gemini, is not forcing anything, letting the card that wants to come out fly out on its own. Oh, you got two. And if they fly out in reverse, that's how we read them here. Oh, but they didn't. Wow, how the heck did you get this? The World card with the Ten of Cups. You're closing a chapter, either in your career or financially somehow. This is actually the end of a road in particular that is leading to great happiness. Maybe this is closing on a house or closing on a deal of some sort. Maybe this is releasing an old obligation, whatever it is for you. The beautiful thing to remember with the World card is that this also opens the world up to opportunities outside of your environment. This could be travel. This could be communications with people from distances. Yeah, so there's just this fresh energy that's being introduced to you at this time. So I feel like that's where you guys are aimed, and I do feel like you guys have really earned it. We'll go back to that, but let's go into love. An overall message for our Geminis in love. June 2024 from our Geminis in love. The Lover's card, which guess what is also represented by the energy of Gemini. So it's important. So this is definitely about attraction or harmony between two individuals, but it can also be talking about a choice. So that'll be a really interesting thing to get into and see what the tarot has to say about that. Okay, so let's start with money. We're going to unpack this. The World card This is the end of an old cycle, an old chapter, and the beginning of a new one. It's leading you to such harmony and such happiness. All right? Feeling of safety and peace. Gemini's financials and career. June 2024. Gemini's financials and careers. Please make it clear, Spirit. Gemini. It's funny because the cards, flipping but not flying, Page of Pentacles. The cards are like withholding. King of Pentacles. I feel the Wheel of Fortune, more major arcana, big messengers of the deck. This is a stroke of good luck, you guys. Your luck is changing. And if you guys have been in conflict at all, even with yourself, you have King of Pentacles coming out in your reading is a very good sign. This is an individual, either somebody else or it's you, that is embracing this energy of really knowing exactly where your money is, making good investments, making good money. You know, the King of Pentacles is the king of finances. Sometimes this can actually represent banks. It can represent lenders. I have to throw that out there. Clarify King of Pentacles for me, please, for Gemini, June 2024. Please make it clear. Thank you. All right. Now we're getting some details. Five of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you guys, you know when I said your luck is changing? That's a really great, great card. I want us to keep this in mind throughout your entire financial and career reading, okay? We get the Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Wands. This gentleman is holding all these sticks. He's bent over because he's weary and he's exhausted underneath this obligation. He is almost done with this. He's almost done with this. And he's about to set all of these wands down and rest himself. Maybe get a massage. But the Wheel of Fortune is talking about this beautiful moment where everything starts to switch. Your luck is changing, as they say, but nothing stays the same for too long. So this is a new cycle beginning in your career and finances. And if you felt conflict, if you felt competition or sense of feeling like you're fighting against energies, fighting against people, or fighting against the flow of things, you have the Star card here, which is grace, like your prayers are being heard, you're getting your wishes, and you're also being recognized. This is hope and optimism. This is replenishment and recovery. So this is looking good for you so far. And it looks like financial recovery in a way. It seems that maybe you were dissatisfied or disappointed with something. Maybe you had your faith in another individual that they were going to provide, or institution, individual, lender, or institution, that they were going to provide stability somehow for you, support. And in fact, maybe instead doubt was introduced into your life. And with some dissatisfaction, I mean, there's a sense of walking away from it all. The Eight of Cups is like, you know what, I'd rather take my business elsewhere. I'd rather take my chances on those hills in the distance rather than keep on building this here, because I believe that I can do better. And the universe is responding for you in June. It's matching your energy with the 10 of Cups, with the World. You'll look back at this. And of course, I have to say, you know, you have to follow your own intuition. If this resonates, there's a reason it's resonating, and it's up to you to investigate that as well. So if it's not resonating, it's not for you, right? But there's a reason why you're getting all this shift of energy, this enormous shift of energy, because whatever this King of Pentacles was, and it could have been somebody just saying, we're going to do it my way. And it didn't work for you. Whatever it is, you know what it is. You're putting down that obligation and you are immediately being cast into the flow of things. I love that for you. Now, you guys, we're going to do an extended. So if I have not mentioned it before, you can find that link in the description box below. It's about the price of a cup of coffee. Try to make it on sliding scale so everybody can afford it. And we're going to do an extended, most likely on love and finances, so that we can give you more details. So love, June 2024 for my Geminis. What do they need to know about love? What do my Geminis need to know about love? Sorry for the loud noise in the background, you guys. What do my Geminis need to know about love? June 2024. All right, jeez. Well, remember, we have the Lovers. We've got the Fool card. We've got the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups. I shuffled those really good. You saw that. You're headed towards great things. Four of Cups, and we have, yeah, the Queen of Cups here. All right, you guys messing with a water sign? So it doesn't have to be water sign, but you know, the Queen of Cups represents somebody who's pretty emotionally intuitive, very nurturing, very caring, compassionate. They can be artistic and creative. They're very much concerned with the well-being of those they love, and sensitive. So getting clarity on our Four of Cups. What is this for my Geminis? Nine of Cups. We've got a lot of happiness here. The Nine of Cups, it talks about being very happy. Why? Okay, flipping but not flying. We have the Five of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Swords. This is interesting. What is this? I can't move on until I figure this out, you guys. This is an interesting energy. It's almost like you're happily satisfied for standing your ground on something. Like, bear with me, you guys. You have a Seven of Wands upright. This is defending your position on something. You are kind of losing interest in, you're going to be losing interest, I think, in this conflict. There's almost kind of an agree to disagree. And I think the happiness of the Nine of Cups that comes out with it is almost a little bit of pride for standing your ground and maybe sticking up for yourself. Interesting energy. But you're so, like, there's so much love here. There's like so much happiness. Okay. But there's like this revealing something for what it is and standing your ground. There's been some anxiety over maybe some deception, like a sense of having the wool pulled over your eyes. You've been really resilient up until this point, battle worn, battle torn, but not giving up. And I feel like there's this big, huge, why are you getting such happy cards with this? I think you're headed towards like a release, like you're being released from something. The Tower card talks about something that's completely out of your hands, something that's completely out of your control that happens. And the Seven of Swords is really at play, which is the deception card. So there has been some anxiety around this and some wanting for things to work out and some resiliency. But there's this fresh inspiration coming through, and maybe this is why it leads to the Ten of Cups. And maybe this is why you become so harmonious and happy. Is the Page of Wands talks about an open mind. So this is a breath of fresh air, and I think it has something to do with this wake-up call, this Tower card, something out of an event that is out of your hands that happens, and things come to a point. Getting a new deck because we've used so many of those cards. New deck for Gemini. Give it a shuffle, and we're going to ask about this Queen of Cups. Whether this is you or somebody else. Who is this Queen of Cups? What do you need to know about this Queen of Cups? Because guess where you're going? You're going to a fresh start. I have a feeling that when you are released from this, it's in collaboration with an event that happens that's out of your hands, but it's almost like your energies collaborated to release you and release you into a brand new, fresh start in love. Queen of Cups. What do we need to know for Gemini, June 2024, about this Queen of Cups? There it is, the Five of Swords. There was no moving forward. Wow, Page of Cups upside down. There was an immaturity with this individual. And I think argument, you know, you got the Five of Swords on top of the Five of Swords. This is where the conflict was. Inner conflict, possibly outer conflict. But it's like the plans, your plans maybe weren't aligning, or you couldn't make future plans with this individual, possibly because of an immaturity there. You know, like one person might want to explore the world too much, like not too much, there's no such thing, right? But this person might not be as committed. They might not be as stable. They might be a little bit flaky, non-committal. And they could even blame it on, you know, I need to be a creative individual, or I need to be free, and I need to, but when actually that is very destabilizing, when actually it's impossible to make plans with an individual who refuses to give you an outline of what your future could look like together. Just have to say that. So here is this Fool card, and this is like, totally new adventure in love. What is this Fool card? Here you have it. You know that event I was talking about, the Tower card? It could be way worse if it was pushed off, if it was ignored. But like, you are dodging a bullet here. The Tower card is releasing you. This event is releasing you. Does it have something to do with deception? The teapot has been whistling. King of Swords, that is your energy, baby. King of Swords, swords represents Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians. Doesn't have to, but this is about information. This is like separating emotion from information and making decisions from there to leave something behind in order to become abundant. Some of you guys, this is around pregnancy, and somebody really wants to explore building a family, and this is not the person to do it with. Temperance card, this is transformation. This is alchemy. The moment a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, turns into total goo, and then turns into a butterfly. It's fascinating. Go look up, what is it called, you guys? Chrysalis. Look up chrysalis. That is an amazing act of nature. So yeah, you know where your power source is? This King of Swords, this is your energy, and this is your superpower this month. Separating those emotions, seeing things for what they are, and from there making decisions, moving forward. All right, we're at 18 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and take this on to an extended reading. If this is where I leave you, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks again for your patience and waiting for these readings to come out, and I'll talk to you soon.